but to equally consider the generalist. I think one of the college representatives brought this point to the table, that the generalist, though not as accomplished, may very well be the one that is more well-rounded and easily adaptable to the ever-changing tech industry. Whereas on the flip side, a highly trained specialist may be stuck within their world, unable to effectively transition as the tech industry shifts, and or they may be unable to communicate key ideas that are coming down the pipeline. It seems now more than ever that the goal of IT recruiters has got to be not only to help a candidate secure a job, but more importantly, maintain a STEM career. Today's podcast, I'm talking about my top 10 takeaways from attending a recent Midwest Tech Summit. And my number 3 takeaway is the importance of externships and being mindful of how to effectively groom a candidate. So gone are the days where a 4-year degree was mandatory to get your foot in the door. I mean, nowadays, students and employees with a specialized certificate can competitively apply for entry and sometimes mid-level tech positions as those who have a 4-year degree. Now, though still, new employees are faced with navigating the learning curve of corporate culture, having to adapt to a new age workplace norms with all of its unwritten rules, and et cetera, all those culture and workforce norms. But this is yet an untapped market for training providers to hone in on and fulfill. My number 2 takeaway from attending a recent Midwest Tech Summit was that we need to train them younger. I think everyone at the table was nodding their head when this topic came up. Yet another emerging concern for preparing tomorrow's labor market is training them while they are young. And I mean from the pre-K and K to 12th grades through engaging career readiness training, which is my specialty. That's my mission. That is my focus. Also, exposure to STEM industries and career exploration through STEM-centric programs and events. Unique career pathways need to be developed for students to be well equipped to succeed while on the job or after getting the job. Gone are the days when a traditional internship will prepare you for today's workforce. Internships of today need to be more comprehensive, engaging, darn near inspiring in order to keep a student interested in even pursuing a STEM career. Now, some alternatives discussed at the Tech Summit included offering internships while students were in high school. We're talking about training them younger. Another interesting dynamic that brought to the table was redesigning the definition and components of an internship. Now, especially when nowadays internships are offered to adults that are transitioning into a tech career or that are part of that long-term unemployed sector. And then a third component that was introduced about training them younger is incorporating on-the-job experiences at the college level, making sure that that is a part of their program. Now, my number 1 takeaway at a recent Midwest Tech Summit that I attended, and this topic is near and dear to my heart. This is the crust, the foundation of my boutique consultancy, the STEM Broker, is why I do what I do. And that is designing a soft skills, holistic approach to strategically and constructively prepare new and upcoming talent for a STEM career. Now, these programs must be designed initially with the student or employee in mind. No assumptions, just real assessments of how to best recruit, manage, mentor, and retain young technologists. Now, as a parent of 2 daughters aspiring to be mechanical engineers, I was forced to design my own STEM career readiness game plan. Even though they are sisters, and this is the unique dynamic, even though they are sisters raised in the same household, same mother, their STEM blueprint are two distinct roadmaps for success. Now, the keys to my success in designing their customized STEM game plan were: 1, determining a clear definition of the long-term expectations to successfully become a female engineer. And 2, preparing the plan starting from right where they were. No assumptions, real assessments on how to best get them from point A to point B, which is to be a engineer. Now, my oldest daughter brings to the table a whole different skill set level than my youngest. Now, neither is better, but each skill set is unique. And that creates the dynamic framework at which to best work and develop. So, there you have it, my top 10 takeaways from a recent Midwest Tech Summit that I attended. Now, as the STEM broker, I develop soft skills training for girls in STEM, as well as coach people like you, my listeners, who are transitioning and or considering a career change to a STEM field. So, if you have questions about designing the ultimate game plan for a girl in STEM, maybe your daughter, your niece, someone that you know in your neighborhood or at your church, maybe you're ready yourself to start your successful transition into a STEM career, contact me on Twitter as the STEM Broker, or email me at april@thestembroker.com to take it to the next level. Now, for more details or to learn more about my Girls in STEM initiative and professional development training, visit my website, www.thestembroker.com. To book me, the STEM Broker, at your next corporate retreat, youth STEM conference, or professional development session, feel free to email me at april@thestembroker.com. In closing, as always, make sure you follow us on Twitter on our handle @thestembroker. Like us on our The STEM Broker podcast page, of course, after you finish listening, and then log on to our Facebook or Instagram page The STEM Broker for photos, latest training updates for adults, youth, and girls, and for all the up-to-date info about anything related to girls in STEM. This has been your host, April Boyd-Noronha, known as The STEM Broker. Now, tune in every Monday night at 9 p.m. for another The STEM Broker podcast, where we talk about all things on girls in STEM.